Hey everyone, Scott Susie here in Grafton, Ohio. That's right. Do you recognize this guy? This is BC3. Okay, Bill Cromling the third. Okay, and we're here in your town at this guy's business, at his operation, in a place where I'm driving down the road and I'm getting all these memories of my childhood with my grandparents and riding down these great country roads. And in the middle of it, Bill, is your wonderful operation. And so, Ross Environmental, we are at the incineration part of your business.
Yes.
And there are how many divisions of your company, Bill?
There's Ross Environmental Services, Ross Transportation, and Ross Incineration Services.
Okay, so we are at the incineration site here, and you're looking at it right now, and it is one incredible operation. So, my lineage is the nuclear power industry, and I know the amazing things that the girls and guys do in that industry. But I've been here all morning learning about this amazing operation, Bill, and your amazing team, which is right off camera. And, first things first. Bill, it was a farm, and now it is processing waste, and it's doing it in a place where right across the street we're growing corn.
Yeah,
So,
so
so
it's- yeah.
it's great. It's safe, right? The first things first with me is always what's going out into the environment. How are we impacting the environment? And these folks are very, very comfortable here at this operation, Bill. Tell us about the high level of this operation and how safe it is and how little goes back into the environment. And it doesn't stay here, it gets stored somewhere else. So, what an incredible operation. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, sure. Well, here in Grafton, Ohio, we got 300 associates that work for us here. Live in the community. I live just less than a mile away. So safety has always been at the forefront of the things we do. Compliance for the environmental regulations that are set forth by the EPA, but also we want to be good stewards of the community. We work here. The people that work here live here as well. So we want to make sure that we're doing all those things the right way. Company started 75 years ago. My grandfather started the business here on the family farm. He just felt that there was a better way to manage waste than they were doing back in 1949. And so he thought that incineration would be the way, and very rudimentary start, but he built probably the first hazardous waste incinerator in the United States.
First hazardous waste incinerator in the United States here in Ohio. But also, you touched on so many things, Bill. The first things first, the safety part of that. Expand a little bit about that for the viewers.
Well, again, what we do is not easy. We deal with some very difficult to handle materials. We want to make sure that we do that safely and compliantly. We spend a lot of time training our associates, testing the materials that come in the door to make sure that they actually are what the customer says they are. We have all kinds of safety protocol around the storage of it, the way they handle it, the PPE that the associates need to wear, how we capture emissions from anything, if we have to open a drum for sampling, all that kind of stuff. We try and to manage all that stuff. It's the right thing to do. It's an important thing to do. Everybody wants to, want them to come to work and leave the same way they came here. Be safe, be happy, be compliant, all those things.
Be safe with those 300 families that you have working for you, all the wonderful things that you guys are doing in the community. It's just absolutely insane. And I'll put up a graph of all the organizations that they support here. It's not just about, Bill's family, Bill's team, just capitalizing on this. There is a lot of reinvestment that these folks do back into the community, and that's definitely noteworthy and should be something that we celebrate, right? The 300 families, man. I mean, that's a big thing. It's got to mean a lot for you guys. And you're a public affairs officer, and then her daughter works here. It's such a family affair, man. Talk about it a little bit.
I think it started because this was a small farming community, and so needed people that were willing and able to work in an outdoor 24-hour a day, 7-day-a-week environment. And kids that worked on farms that we went to high school, played football with or whatever, were great candidates for that. And they came here and worked. and they said, hey, they're their brother or their cousin. Hey, come work here. It's a great place to work. And they brought them in, and they got married, grew up, had families. Their sons came to work here. And, I think, I don't know, I guess that we must be doing something right if that's what people want to do. And so these are all people that we've known in the community, went to high school with, and it's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, you went off into the military with them. I mean, and it all just comes back. And so I know you're scratching your head, and why are you there, Scott? I understand. And but these are the folks that are impacting the local community. These are the guys and girls that are impacting the racing community. You see the logo on Johnny Pluchino's car right there. And so it just makes me so happy to get out and to see folks like this that create, that are driving industries, and that are helping the Pluchinos succeed. And so, they're helping the community succeed. They're reaching outside of their community. They're helping the Pluchinos succeed. And so why not just come and talk to them and get to know them? And who knows? Maybe there's an investment banker out there that's watching that will help them, because they're at capacity. So maybe you want to help some folks double their capacity. I don't know. I don't know where this goes, but I'm just so happy to get out and meet wonderful folks like this that are just amazing. I love the ingenuity. I love the stick-to-itiveness. I love the get-it-doneness, and they're doing it right, man. How many times does the EPA show up here and audit you guys, Bill? It must be crazy.
They're here almost every day.
Isn't that great, though?
We used to keep an office for them. By regs, we had to have an office for them, and they came here every day. So we have a good relationship with EPA. We've always felt that it was better to be cooperative. They're doing a job that can help us be better, so that's how we manage that.
And when you're not doing anything wrong, there's really nothing to hide. Come on in here and check our books. It's all good. You know what I mean? So, so Bill, to wrap things up, what is this? What does this mean to you? I'm standing in your great-grandmother's house that stands in front of the operation. So our back is the complete operation. Yeah. It's mind-boggling. If you're in this area, you need to come and get a tour. And you could see the awesome tour bus that they have for you. There's nothing going on here behind, curtains or behind the cloak of smoke. Very little comes out of the stack, and it's parts per trillion, right?
Yes. Steam. It's all steam, and we're measured down to parts per trillion. And there's some way of visualizing that. I think if you filled Cleveland Browns Stadium with ping pong balls and put one orange one and the rest were white, it's kind of like that. Trying to find that one orange one in that stadium full of ping pong balls. Yeah.
How are the Browns doing this year?
Hey, we won on Sunday, so beat the Packers, so we're doing all right.
All right. Anything else, Bill? And I can't thank you enough for having us and showing us your operation. Anything else you want to say?
Well, I just our opportunity to sponsor the Pluchinos came through somebody that I know quite by happenstance. They were looking to go to
Keith Kelling, right?
Yeah, Keith Kelling. Yeah, and they were trying to get to Las Vegas last year. They needed to get there to win the championship in Mountain Motor. So, they said, hey, can you help out? So, yeah, sure, we did. And they got out there and ended up winning the championship. And that evolved into conversation for a full sponsorship. I don't think I truly understood the impact that the sponsorship was going to have, not only on the Pluchinos, but, potentially on the Mountain Motor Pro Stock class. I guess I underestimated or didn't realize that. So that's been really cool, a lot of fun. Have had a ton of fun hanging out with the Pluchinos and racing this year. Vincent Nobile and John DeFlorian, all these guys that we've raced with. Great people, and have really, really enjoyed it. And, hopefully we can keep that relationship going further. And, if it helps the class be better, that's just icing on the cake.
Yeah, it certainly is. So thank you, Bill. Thank you for having me. Thank you for your impact on the Mountain Motor community. We really appreciate that, Bill. Also, Johnny, You going to get the championship done this year? Come on, buddy. You got one race left to do it. John DeFlorian, good luck this weekend out in St. Louis. I know you're about to head out to St. Louis. Have a safe trip out there, Bill. Thank you so much for your time. And everyone, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. AED Performance was founded with one basic premise in mind: manufacturing high-quality components at reasonable prices. We manufacture the finest line of performance and competition CNC machine carburetors on the market today. Reach out to us at aedperformance.com or 804-271-9107. If we can help guys like that, we can help you.